Dr. Alan Mandell here with you. Today, I am absolutely delighted to share a powerful and simple technique that I have been using with great success in my practice. It is a hand reflexology method that works directly with the brain, focusing particularly on the anterior and posterior parts of the pituitary gland. This remarkable little gland sits just above the sphenoidal sinuses, deep within the protective structure of the skull. If you picture the area behind your nose, you will see how the frontal sinuses in the forehead, the ethmoidal sinuses between the eyes, the maxillary sinuses in the cheeks, and the sphenoidal sinuses are all interconnected through small passages and openings. This network means that any stimulation or relief in one area can often bring changes to the others, which is why so many people notice improvements in breathing and sinus comfort when they practice this technique. The pituitary gland is often called the master gland of the body because of its extraordinary role in regulating so many vital functions. Although it is only the size of a pea, it produces and releases a wide array of hormones that travel through the bloodstream to excite or stimulate target glands and organs. Thyroid stimulating hormone, for instance, tells the thyroid gland how much thyroxine to produce, directly affecting metabolism, energy levels, and body temperature. Other hormones influence growth, stress response, reproduction, water balance, and even our emotional connections with others. When the pituitary is not functioning at its best, the knock-on effects can be widespread. Millions of people across the United Kingdom and beyond suffer with symptoms that may be linked to sluggish pituitary or thyroid activity, persistent fatigue, a deep tiredness that rest does not seem to lift, lack of energy from the moment they wake up, unexplained weight gain, difficulty concentrating, low mood, cold hands and feet, and even sinus congestion that never quite clears. These issues can make everyday life feel like an uphill struggle, affecting work, relationships, and overall enjoyment of life. What makes this reflexology approach so special is that it offers a natural, non-invasive way to support the pituitary through the thumb, which in traditional reflexology maps corresponds to the head and brain region. By applying targeted pressure, we may help stimulate neural pathways and improve circulation and energetic flow to this critical area. Of course, reflexology works alongside the body's own healing mechanisms and should never replace professional medical advice, especially if you have been diagnosed with a hormonal condition. Always consult your GP if you have concerns about your thyroid or pituitary health, and consider this technique as a gentle complement to any treatment you may already be receiving. Let me guide you through the practice step by step so you can follow along easily at home. We will do this in two distinct phases on either thumb. It does not matter which hand you start with. Begin by sitting or standing comfortably, perhaps with your eyes closed so you can focus on the sensations. For the first phase, lasting around 20 seconds, use the thumb and index finger of your opposite hand to pinch firmly right in the center of the thumb pad. Squeeze both sides together, applying steady pressure, then release slightly before pinching again in a rhythmic back and forth motion. You should feel a mild, bearable discomfort as the tissues respond. Many people notice subtle tingling, warmth, or pressure changes behind the nasal area almost straight away. This initial stimulation helps awaken the reflex points linked to the pituitary and surrounding structures. After those 20 seconds, move smoothly into the second phase. Using the same two fingers, shift your grip to the sides of the thumbnail right at the nail bed. Squeeze firmly together and hold that pressure steadily. Breathe slowly and deeply through your nose while you maintain the hold for 30 seconds up to a full minute, or even longer if it feels comfortable. As you hold, pay attention to what is happening in your body. Right now, as I demonstrate this on myself, I can feel a wonderful opening sensation behind my nasal passages. The sinuses seem to clear, breathing becomes easier, and there is a gentle release of pressure that had been building in the head. This is the pituitary area responding. Different people experience different things. Some report an immediate surge of mental clarity, sharper focus, or a lift in energy levels. Others feel more emotionally balanced, as though they are reconnecting with themselves. Many notice improved sinus comfort and freer breathing, which can be a blessing for anyone who suffers with seasonal allergies, chronic congestion, or tension headaches. If you do not feel anything dramatic the first time, please do not be discouraged. Our bodies respond at their own pace. The neural and hormonal pathways may need several sessions before they start to wake up. Try the technique again later in the day, or make it part of your morning and evening routine. Consistency really is the key. Over time, as your body becomes more accustomed to this gentle stimulation, you may notice cumulative benefits: steadier energy throughout the day, better sleep quality, easier weight management when combined with a balanced diet, and an overall sense of vitality. Some of my patients have also described improvements in mood stability and a greater ability to handle stress, which makes perfect sense when you consider the pituitary's role in the stress response system through its influence on the adrenal glands. Beyond the immediate sensations, it is worth understanding a little more about why this might work. Reflexology is based on the principle that specific points on the hands and feet mirror organs and systems throughout the body. Although scientific research into reflexology is still growing, many studies suggest that targeted pressure can reduce stress, improve circulation, and promote relaxation, all of which support healthy hormonal balance. When we reduce overall tension, the body is better able to regulate itself. In the case of the pituitary, located so close to the sinus cavities, any reduction in local inflammation or pressure may also help create a more favorable environment for optimal gland function. This technique is particularly useful in our modern world, where screen time, poor posture, and chronic stress can contribute to tension in the head and neck area, potentially affecting sinus drainage and blood flow. I also recommend combining this thumb practice with other supportive habits for even better results. Stay well hydrated, as proper fluid balance supports hormone transport and sinus health. Incorporate gentle neck stretches and deep breathing exercises to encourage circulation to the head. A nutrient-rich diet with plenty of iodine, selenium, zinc, and healthy fats helps the thyroid and pituitary work efficiently. Getting enough natural sunlight and quality sleep further supports the body's internal rhythms. For those dealing with hypothyroidism symptoms, tracking how you feel before and after practicing this technique over a few weeks can be very revealing. Keep a simple journal noting your energy levels, mood, and breathing quality. You may be pleasantly surprised by the positive shifts. This method is safe for most people, but if you have any hand injuries, recent surgery, or conditions affecting the nails or skin, please proceed gently or speak with a qualified reflexologist first. Pregnant women should consult their midwife or doctor before trying new pressure techniques. The beauty of this approach lies in its simplicity. No special equipment, no cost, and you can do it almost anywhere, at your desk during a work break, while watching television, or even while waiting for the kettle to boil. Small daily investments like this can add up to significant improvements in how you feel. I have seen so many wonderful changes in the people who have tried this. One gentleman in his 50s told me that after 2 weeks, his afternoon energy slumps had lessened and he was breathing more freely at night. A busy mother of 3 noticed clearer thinking and fewer tension headaches. These stories remind me why I love sharing natural tools that empower people to take charge of their well-being. I truly hope this technique brings you the same benefits it has brought to so many others. Your health, energy, mental clarity, and sinus comfort are incredibly important, and I believe this simple practice can play a helpful role. If you find it useful, please share the video or this description on your social media so we can reach even more people who might be struggling in silence. You can also find me as Motivational Doc on Facebook, where I regularly post more tips and encouragement. Leave your comments below and let me know how you get on. I read everyone and love hearing your experiences. Most important of all, make it a great day. Take care of yourself, be kind to your body, and remember that small, consistent actions can lead to remarkable transformations. This is Dr. Alan Mandell wishing you vibrant health and renewed vitality. Regenerate, renew, and thrive. Thank you for joining me today.